Good afternoon. Let's see if we're live or not yet. Okay, I think we are. So hello, y'all. A little early because allergies are winning, so I wanted to come live now before I might not feel like it later. So I want to show you this adorable little door hanger. And it's gonna be ever so special. That camera is still blurry, isn't it? It's just blurry on me, so that's okay. I don't care if it's blurry on me. That might be an improvement. But as long as you can see the door hanger well. Let's fix the shirt here. Get all situated. Okay, so let me show you this cute little door hanger. I've already pre-painted everything, but we're going to finish it out with sanding and all that and distressing. But y'all, this is so sweet, and you're going to love the little new thing about this. Let me tilt it up here where you can see it, and you can see it did a little crackle, because y'all know I like a little crackle. So that little piece lays on top of there. Is this not the sweetest? So hi, Tina. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for sharing. Girl, I always appreciate that. Tina, I hope you're feeling better. My allergies are trying to whip me now, too, girl. So look at this, y'all. This is my favorite part. None of this is glued. So my favorite part is, and it's a good favorite part, this goes on the back of here. Let's just pretend it's on there. Hi, Lisa Mead. And I gotta get my stuff straight here. There we go. How to get the outside. This one's now we're pretending this is already glued on, but look at this. It's gonna make this cute little pocket. I'm gonna try to tilt it just a little bit, and we can put some flowers in there. Is that not the cutest idea? I absolutely love this. And so this green made me think of this weeping willow. Of course, y'all know I love that color, but it made me think of the old shiplap stuff in buildings. When I was in downtown at the Painted Canvas. Thank you, Kimberly. A little better. I hope you're getting stronger back, girl. Allergies are serious. They're coming in hard this year. But anyway, I was downtown in an old building downtown, and the upstairs had a bunch of this old. And I wished I'd have purchased some of it. Oh my gosh. Oh, lost my head. But anyway, I love that look. I love that this is going to have this. These are going to just glue on the back. But look how pretty, y'all, this crackle is with it. I mean, is that not just perfect? And I've only used 3 colors. Y'all know I like to keep my colors to a minimum. Unless it's, something we're doing just all fancy or something. Thank y'all. I'm so glad y'all like it. So I just used the Weeping Willow, this dark chocolatey brown, not chocolate brown, it's espresso, Deco Art espresso brown. Again, the Weeping Willow. And then this is either Off-White or Buttercream by Dixie Belle. But I just love it. Isn't it a cute idea, Lisa? I was like, why have I not thought of this before? This was not my design. It was just a design that I saw and I purchased and then cut, of course. And I love it. So, and y'all, I'm going to, this one's going to be, this little kit with some greenery is going to only be $20 for the rest of the month. Y'all, it's so cute. It's just so cute. So I wanted to just do it a special because I love it. It can go just like any time. So you can see. So let's start by doing, I want to do some shading. And I want to do, this antique green is going to need a little shading to get it all, pull it all together. But look at this. Look at this beautiful crackle, y'all. It's so pretty. Look at that. Y'all know I love some Dixie Belle crackle. That's still my very favorite. So I'm going to set that over there. And let's just get a little distressing ink. And talk about that. My friend Tina, who's on here, she sent me the neatest reel the other day of how to make your own distressing ink. I had no idea. So we're going to be making some as soon as I bought some little blank ones of these, and we're going to make some. Because this way you can make it from whatever colors you want. You don't have to use the bright colors. You can get all the pretty vintagey colors you want from your own paints. And so I'm excited about making that. We'll see how it goes. Could be a wreck, but shouldn't be. Hi, Lisa Warner. Thank you for sharing, girl. So let's get a little distressing going. And then I'm going to shade some of the brown with, I'm just going to go around the edge here a little bit. I'm going to shade some of the brown, but I'm going to bring this up a little bit too. Some of the brown with a little bit of black. I get, y'all know, I get a little sidetracked and don't finish my sentences. Sometimes I can remember them. Most of the time, I'm like, what was I talking about? I know, they're so pretty, aren't they? Girl, you know, you always got a box going. So, I'm going to just run this down just ever so lightly to pull out. Woo, I went off track there. To pull off pull out, whatever. Some of this, let some of this line show so it looks a little deeper. Because I like that. I like this. This Weeping Willow, y'all, is the perfect vintage green color, in my opinion. It just looks like, doesn't it? Does it to y'all? It just looks like the old green color that was always on walls and everything. Yes. Hi, Jackie. Yeah, definitely cheaper to make your own. So we're gonna give that a whirl. And I was so glad you sent that to me, Tina. I thought that was so neat. So like I said, I've got some blank pads coming. I ordered them on Amazon. There's all kinds on there. Little ones, bigger ones. I'm not a huge fan of the little bitty ones, so I ordered some about this size. And I don't know what these are now because I hadn't bought them in a while. But one of the advantages, though, that I think is that you can make whatever colors you want and not just whatever colors somebody else makes. I'm going to run a little bit along here. And can you tell me where? Oh, I want to just get a little bit so like it'll just have a little bit of shading underneath where I'm going to put this. So it'll just have a little bit of dark underneath there, underneath where I'm going to put this side piece. But y'all, doesn't that look like that old green? Everything was painted. So yeah, and then we're gonna do that, Lisa Warner. We're gonna make some so you can see it step by step, and we're gonna hope it has no lemon curse on it. Because you know how that goes. So let's get a little brown on these. Now be careful with these little thin leaves because they will pop right apart just because they're thin. And I got a little much on this one, so I'm gonna have to come back and take a little bit off. I got a little crazy. Okay, I don't want to do that. I just want to do a little on here. Well, hi there, Brenda. Glad you joined us. We're making the cutest little vintage looking door hanger you ever did see. I think this one will be perfect for spring, summer, just anytime. I think it would really be perfect for events. If you do shows and events, this one's going to be a good one for that because it will reach many, many people, I think. I would have several of these made if I was going to do an event that was very big. That's just me. Okay, now, let me see. I think I might want just a little bit more shading. Just enough to give it a little, not grungy, but just a little more like it's been around a while. You know what I mean? Like me. Been around a while. There we go. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was behind. I don't know why people. Okay, let me preface this with people amuse me. When I've told y'all this before, I love to watch people. I don't mean it disrespectful, but I get tickled and I can't help it. And I don't mean it ever ugly, but I just get tickled. Okay. So with all that said, I was behind a car the other day. Actually, it was a Jeep at Dairy Queen. Okay. And y'all know me, the dog lover. I'm always like, I'm always love seeing somebody's dogs. Okay. I'm going to run a little bit around this edge because this ink will get down in these crevices a little bit and I think it'll look nice. Oh, yes. So I'm behind this car. Been painting the double shelves, put it together. It's a little tricky, the double shelves. Do you have of the day? Oh, question of the day. Oh, I will. I love the question of the day. The double shelves and putting it together. It's a little tricky. The double shelves. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I probably should, but I don't. So anyway, let's get a little around this edge. Y'all, this crackle is like perfect on here. I mean, it just creates this vintage feel. And I'm going to run just a little bit along in here too for the same thing, to give it a little, like it's not just around the edge, it's a little, but look how good that looks on those cracks, y'all. If you get too much, you can always come back with a little water, move that around. I'm still trying to think what you were talking about, Jackie girl. So, and you can wipe it off if you don't. I just put a little water on my finger. Okay, there's our lovely crackle. Anyway, back to the lady or the family at Dairy Queen. Okay, so they were at Dairy Queen. I was behind them, and I was like, oh, there's a little poodle in the back seat. It looked like one of the standard size poodles. I could see all this curly hair. And I was like watching for it, you know. Well, that poodle turned sideways and I think she was grandma, not the poodle. And so I'm sitting in line, cracking myself up, going, you're a terrible person. You have a single one. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, if you have any questions, just holler at me. I can send you more pictures when I'm not sitting in line at DQ. So I got you now. I was like trying to think what you had ordered, and I was completely blank because you're such a great customer. I was like, I don't know what she just ordered. I'm trying to think. So anyway, I was like, oh, it wasn't a poodle. It wasn't. Not this time. So let's just do a little swirling along here. Y'all, I get tickled and I get the giggles. I know y'all gonna be shocked about that, but it happens. Okay. Oh, let me get our question of the day right quickie, because let's see. Let me swap one, see what this is. Yeah, that's boring. We don't care about that one. I want a good one. That's kind of boring too. Let's find one that's good. Okay. This one is okay. Let's try this one. A celebrity you would like to trade places with. I don't know. I would like to have some good sports ability. And I guess you could call those a celebrity. Now, Acuff, the plays for Arkansas right now, who is only a freshman and is going to go pro this year, he's a pretty good athlete. I don't know. I don't know who it would be. With all your answers from the 70s, I now look too much at Walmart. I'm telling you, girl. Oh my gosh. So a celebrity that you would like to trade places with. Anybody that you think they having a grand life? This is a pretty good one. You can skip that one if you want. I don't care. The best advice you have ever received. I have to think about that one. What is some really good advice? This is looking so vintage. So vintage. Look at this. Oh, I love it. What's some good advice? Just give me some good advice. What would be, y'all can give me a lot of advice. I'm gonna get this little vintage as well. Y'all, I love this color with that dark chocolate brown underneath it. This is so pretty with the green. So pretty. Look at that. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so I haven't put this together. I had to find Kimberly another Walmart commercial. We were all on target with that one. I'm going to get a little water and fix these little leaves. Nobody has any good advice. You can just be good advice for me. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be like, oh, that was from my mama or my... Okay, I need some water here, people. Why we're not getting water? Oh, I don't got it closed good. It's coming out the top. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'll push that out just a little bit. Just a little bit. It was a little too much. I don't want it to be all over. So this little door hanger, complete with some greenery, is going to be 20 bucks through the end of the month. So now's your time to get a pretty new door hanger or a couple. I saw something else the other day I was going to tell y'all about, but dadgummit, I can't remember what it was. And I even told Hun I was going to tell y'all. Because again, y'all know I like a little giggling. Like a little laughter. Yesterday was so pretty, which is not good for your allergies, but I washed off the porch here at the studio and did several other things, and it was so pretty out. Go live more often. That's a good question. I mean, that's a good advice. My papa always told me if you're working to be at least 20-30 minutes ahead of your time to start, and always have... Okay, girl, you hit enter before you finish that. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I bet it was good, though, so you're going to have to finish this out. Okay. I'm going to shade these brown ones with a little bit of black, even though you won't be able to see it. Let's see. Somebody's mowing their yard outside. I'm so nosy. Oh, I'm such a good Arkansan. Well, hi, Melissa. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I never know what it's going to be like. Some days I worry about it, but most days I don't. Let's just get a little black around this little high. You won't be able to really see it, but it will give you just a little something. Just a little nice little something. And y'all know we like a nice little extra on here. Just that little extra sometimes makes it all perfect. So, oops, I got a little too much water on there. I got a bigger brush, and y'all know that gives you more water. I'm just going to hit a few spots on here with this black just to give it that little extra shadowing around there. Same way with this little piece. We're going to do it too. Okay. Little dab of water off there. Now this one, I don't care if it floats like a whole bunch of black. So we're just going to swipe it across there. And this is definitely something you do not have to do. Being early when I used to work. Oh, being early, yes. And you know, when I worked at school, I could be there. I could be there on time and be early. But then, when I started doing this, I knew I didn't have to have a schedule, but I still come. I have a work schedule. I just don't have a particular time, and I like that. But I do. You really, when you work on your own like this, you have to, as y'all know, be like, what am I trying to say? Not self-efficient, self-sufficient. Anyway, you got to show up. That's all I got. But that is definitely great advice. That being on time and being there. We always tried to share that with our kids as well, how important it is. Okay, let's get... Y'all, I sent my lavender door hanger to my Steph, Emerson's sweet, sweet mama, and she loved it. I was so glad. She needed a new door hanger for their new house in Virginia. So, and y'all, yesterday, this kid is getting so much interesting trips. Earlier, they went to Mount Vernon on a field trip. I mean, like, how cool is that to be able to take a field trip to Mount Vernon? And then yesterday he went to see the symphony, and they had them dressed appropriately and talked about all that. 4th grade. I love it. I mean, is that not the best? I love that he's getting these experiences because you would not get that in just any area. And so that is one lucky, sweet, adorable kid. Okay, let's put this little cutie together because I am anxious to see it together. Okay, let's do this first. So I haven't done this, but we know this is going to go the top and the outside needs to go the outside. And she showed this one just about down to the little cutouts. And because you can stuff paper or whatever in the bottom of this so your things don't poke through if you want. I know, isn't that amazing? I love that. I mean, I was like, that's fantastic that he has all these opportunities. Hi, Marla. We're talking about little sweet Emerson going on field trips to the Lincoln Center. And their teacher told them, stuff like, he goes, we got rules to follow. And Steph said, okay, good. What kind of rules? And he said, well, one rule is like when the conductor, he's still conducting if he's got his hands up. And so don't clap until he puts his hands down. I was like, this teacher has done this more than once, I'm assured. And I was like, is that not the neatest though? I'm like, I've never been to a symphony. And I was like, what an experience. And I asked Steph, I said, what did he think? Oh, I got to get a little more dotted glue. I might have to put a little bit of hot glue on this to hold it in spot, but I think I'm just pressing it too hard. I told Steph, I said, girl, we never had those opportunities. She said, I know. She said, I've never been to a symphony either. I said, me either. I know, isn't it neat? Well, hello, Deidre. What are you doing, girl? My sweet niece I love so much. Yeah, we were talking about Emerson going to the symphony. Is that not crazy? What an experience. Okay, make sure you get these little painted sides out, y'all, because, it's easy to knot. Okay, start saying, let me make sure I'm gluing the right side. So, yeah, so they've got to visit Mount Vernon. Was a trip just a few weeks ago, and Ben and Steph were both able to go with them to that one. But she said parents weren't allowed to go with them to the symphony. So, let me turn this around, make sure it's nice and glued. We're going to set this aside and let the glue do its stuff. And I'm thinking about running a bead of hot glue on the inside of this. What do y'all think? I'm thinking that might make this a little more stable. I was kind of wondering if this shouldn't have had an insert, like a little square, but I don't know. We're going to see how it works. And so, working, girl. Yes, I know. He does love it. He said, I asked Steph, I said, what did he like it? He said, oh yeah, it's real neat. I was like, that's just so awesome to have experiences like that. Deidre, your kids are getting more experiences too, I know, because you moved to a larger area with more stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put it. This needs a glue stick. Hang on. I'm gonna put a glue stick in here, and I'm gonna run a bead along the inside of this, kind of like caulking, because it won't hurt anything, and I think it could very much help. What do y'all think? You don't have to do it, but I'm thinking it might be a good plan. You know, we don't want it to fall off, and the other glue will hold it in the, you know, the cold weather and everything. This is just a little security along the inside here, and this will help it stay in place, I think, until the glue sets up. We shall see. Okay, because y'all know I'm winging it. We big city living now. That's for sure, girl. You crack me up. I love that you get, you know, I think so too, Tina. I think it needs some hot glue. And I think I'm going to do that on the inside in here, if I can, a little bit when I glue it onto the board. Because I'm wondering if it's going to stay stable. I think it will with the glue. So, okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Let me see if I can find y'all another interesting question. I don't think I can say this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't. That one was, I couldn't do it. An underrated, okay, this is a different one. An underrated cartoon character that you love. Or just any cartoon character. You know what comes to mind to me? The first one, Bugs Bunny. What comes to your mind first? Which cartoon character? Because it'll probably show my age, but that's okay. I'm still kicking. That's all right. I've gotten used to this age business. Okay, let's get this glued on now. What is the first cartoon character that comes to your mind? Bugs Bunny comes to mind. Now y'all probably can't think of any after I said Bugs Bunny. That's how I am. If I say one. Put grooves in it to set your pieces down into. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I may work on that and see. We'll see how this does. And I'm gonna put this one on my porch, but it would have to have, I don't know. Whoops. We don't need any glue right there. It would have to have something more Pepe Le Pew. I love Pepe. The Roadrunner. Yes. Mickey Mouse. M-I-C-K-E-Y. M-O-U-S-E. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about that part too, that stability part. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Because I was thinking those same things, Tina. Marla, I don't think that's a good thing to think of me with, okay? Every time I see the naked and afraid commercial, I think of you. Okay, I think that's going to need an explanation, y'all. One of our questions the other day, so if you're watching this on replay, I'm not into that commercial or that show, but we were talking the other day about what reality show is like the worst. And that one I would think is the worst to me. So, yeah, let's not associate me with the naked and afraid. I'm like, oh my gosh. Shoot. Yeah. Okay. Y'all, I love this vintage look. This crackle is just makes you happy. Makes you happy. One thing about this, if this didn't work, you could still just, you could still glue it down. But I think that glue is I think that's all it's going to need to be stable, honestly. Because then when you glue it on, it's going to have, I think it will. If not, I work on it some more. Okay, let's glue some of these parts on. That's not what I wanted to glue first. Let's glue the high. Is that not the prettiest font? I'm telling y'all. I'm sure glad James has not heard that about me, naked and afraid, sleeping in a tent. Ah, shoot. Okay. Excuse me. So you can just put this little high just anywhere you want. Top, in the middle. I'm just going to put mine kind of in the middle. That's such a pretty little font. Pretty, pretty. And then these little ones go inside there. These two. And again, anywhere you like. However you like. I think I like mine something like that. No? Maybe. Yeah, maybe like that. Live dangerously. Just pop them on there and see what suits you. I think right about there's where I'm going to put that one. And this one I think I'm going to put somewhere in there. This crackle, y'all, is so perfect for this one. It's so pretty. Okay. Now, it's got a little, like a little brass top plate thing. I actually washed my front porch this morning after washing the porch out here yesterday. And this can go wherever you want. I want mine to be up a little. Whoops. You can't make it too high because we've got this little bar needs to go on here too. And you can feel it. So you can see right where it matches up. You can see that's where it's going to go. So this can still go. This can still go about right there. I need to make sure it's like right there straight. And there is, if you don't do crackle, there is a mark on here to put that. And this too. I just can't see mine because, you know, crackle. Dexabel crackle. Live on the wild side. For sure, girl. Oh, I about reached those and they're already taken. Okay, and then we got two little dots to make your little nameplate look fancy. And you could, like if you had, you could put like your, instead of the little greenery in here, you could do like your numbers, but not everybody's got just like 2 numbers or 3 numbers, like your house number. So I decided that was not a good idea because, you know, if it's 1600 something, that's going to be really cramped. So I decided it just needed this little pretty. And it goes so nicely with the rest of it. And I'm just going to put mine on a little bit of angle. You can do yours however you want. We're living on the wild side. Me and Kimberly. Spring break, I hear the kids in the neighborhood riding the 4-wheeler. They're so cute. They're not that little. They're I don't know, probably 5th grade and up. And the little boy is probably like, or 4th or 5th grade. Anyway, he rides this 4-wheeler past here. But I guess on days that he's like in trouble or don't have gas for the 4-wheeler, he walks. And the other day I'm sitting here on the desk like this, looking out the window. And I was talking on the phone to my Josh. And I was just sitting here and I see him walk past and he's going, I was like waving right by. I didn't even know he could see me. But he was so cute. I was like, oh, he's so sweet. Okay. Let's see. Tina, I think you're right. Oh my gosh, that was something I will never, ever forget. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my life. I don't know how I didn't wet my pants. I'm like, that James Allen is the funniest thing anyway. Y'all know that. He's a mess. Okay. Now I think I'm going to center mine kind of right down this center bar here. I'm going to hold it up here and take a peek and try to get it straight. But y'all, I love this little lacy and this little lacy kind of edge. So pretty. Okay, let's put some glue on here. Thank you, Tina, for helping me have that nice thought. Ah, shoot. Crack me up. Okay, you think I ought to put a little hot glue? I think so. Let's do that. We have to decide where it's going to go quickly, though, if I do this. But I'm going to put a little extra hot glue right there and try to let it kind of just drip over. I don't know if this is going to work. But I think you could probably just glue it down. Y'all know me. We can't do nothing super simple. Okay. So I'm going to just center it about right there. And I think that's going to be lovely. The hot glue is going to hold it for now. The other glue, I think it's going to be stable enough, y'all. I think the hot glue inside there on that first, I think that's going to be the good part that's going to make it so stable. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. I like it. Yeah, that looks pretty nifty down there. So, I think it's going to be super cute. Yeah, I'm going to leave this flat for just a little bit longer and let the glue do its stuff. What do y'all think? Isn't that adorable? Do you love these colors like I do? Oh my gosh, I love these colors. If you don't love these colors, it's okay. We can still be friends. Thank you, Lisa. And it's such a simple thing. That is one of the things I was like, how pretty that is. And it's just a very simple piece, but it turns out so fancy with this. So let's get us a few flowers. I think these would, Lisa, I think these would be great for your events. I think they will be fast and easy to paint. That is Weeping Willow. And an off-white, and then the brown is like that dark brown espresso that I've used several times. There's my little neighbor. He's like, why you got your curtains closed? I close my curtains now. I know, me too, Jackie. And of course, duck egg. You know, we never want to forget duck egg. But I close my curtains because it glares too much. So he's like stopping out front, going to wave. He's so sweet. Okay. Aren't these yellow? You never do I love yellow. But when I picked these up, I was like, look how pretty that's going to be with those colors. Oh my gosh. And these have such a neat little stem. And I'll probably put something else in there too, but I'm just going to pop these in so you can see. Look how stinking adorable that is, y'all. What a simple but pretty thing. Ah. What do y'all think? Hi, darling. Thank you, Tina. Look at that, y'all. That is so pretty. I love it. I think I had it crooked, but look at that. And whatever color you want to put in there, you could change it out for fall. You could put whatever you wanted. Let me find a few more little sprigs over here. A few more little sprigs. Maybe one more sprig. But yeah, that seems very stable now. But before you put your flowers in, you could put your hot glue gun down in there and run another little bead. I love it. What do you think, hon? This one, I started to say, is almost my favorite. The lilac one was so pretty. But every time I think that's my favorite, and then I find a new favorite. Look at that. How stinking cute is that? Thank you, Lisa. Thanks, Jackie. Y'all, is that not simple too? Let me show you up close because it is adorable. Adorable. Look at it. I love it. You love it? I love it. Don't you love it when a plan comes through? And there's the side view, so you can see the little pocket on the side. It's like a little wall pocket. Remember those from a long time ago? I still have a few. I love a good wall pocket. But these 4 colors, I think, are super good together because you could totally put fall in there. You could put any colors in there that suited you, and it would be pretty. So I love some good neutral colors for that very reason. And I think, thank you, Lisa. Thanks, hon. Jackie. Let's see. Love these colors. Yay. Ah, some cherry blossoms that would go beautiful in that. Oh my goodness. That would be. Okay, you guys, this little door hanger is 20 bucks through the end of the month. So if you do some shows, chop chop. If you just want one for yourself, chop chop. All the things. And I'm going to finish this out. I needed to hold that down just another second down there to get my, because I didn't put any hot glue on it. I just used some glue. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to double check, but I think Friday night or Friday afternoon or Friday night is when we do Christmas Club. And I have a very fun one already ready and painted for the next month. I always get excited and ready to show y'all that. Tina, I love the sound of the cherry blossoms in there. Okay, you guys have a great rest of your day. I don't have this on Etsy yet, but I do have it on the Shopify website. And eventually, y'all, I think I told you this the other day, I'm thinking about, it's Chop Shop. Chop Shop. Girl, you are my people. I love that. I can't think what I was saying now. Oh, I think I'm gonna move from Shopify to Etsy, but I haven't really decided yet. So they're still going on both right now, and so that's why I'm just letting you know that it's gonna be on both. Look at this up close, y'all. Let's see. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. Let me turn it around. Shop. Look how pretty, y'all. Ooh, you got a close-up of the flowers. Now let's get a close-up of everything else. I'm trying not to make it shaky. I'm trying not to let you see how dirty my desk is. But look how pretty. Oh my gosh. I love that I can hold my phone up here and give you close-ups like this, because it just is so much better. Okay, I had 2 of these to my box. Girl, I got you. They're so pretty, aren't they? I am seriously taking this one home to my door. Or I think I'm going to hang it on the brick wall. I probably should hang it in the door because we get spring storms. I need to hang it on the door so it's behind the glass screen door thing. So, okay. Y'all are so pretty. Okay, I'm going to get off of here. And I'm going to check and see what day. I think this has to be this is the 26th. 25th. So Friday is the last day of the month. So if you're in Christmas Club, I'll be doing those with you sometime on Friday, and I'll post in our group and let you know. So thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I always love it. And I'll get this on Etsy, but it's already on Shopify. So have a good rest of your day, and I'm so glad you hung out with me for a little bit, part of your day. Bye, y'all.